A little breeding update. Love is definitely in the air. This is Gray and Breezy, and I've seen them actually mating. They're amateurs. It's really quite funny. But I'm sure they're going to figure it out. There is little Miss Fancy, who, after being treated for Giardia, has become a completely different bird. The better she gets, the more sure I am that she's the one that brought it into the thing and brought it in a year ago. But she is just getting fatter and fatter and fatter, which she needs to do. She's been scrawny all along. And she is loving on her blue. I've seen them mating, and she spends a lot of time inside of that box. But her seer is still whitish blue, which is kind of interesting. She's like, seer be damned, I'm mating. So there is Sprite up there, all by himself, because Miss Fluffy is in her box. She's going to be the first to lay again, I can already tell. These two, Hedwig has decided, oh, you know, I didn't tell you this, I had a bunch of flat bottom breeding boxes. I think that was part of my problem in the past, so of course I had to change that. So I had a friend bore a 3-inch diameter hole right through the bottom, and then put a new bottom on them. So you can see there's the nest box, and there is an extra layer of plywood on the bottom of it. What it looks like from the inside is like that. It's a pretty big, I did a pretty big diameter. Some of these nest boxes came with something that looked like it was about 1.5 inches, and I'm like, it's kind of small considering the females. They don't really sit on top of the eggs. They tuck a few under their breasts, but they arrange the eggs around them, up against their bodies. So they need a hole big enough to fit their body in a circle of eggs around that. So anyway, so nest boxes have been updated. So Miss Hedwig is now spending time inside the box. We never had any doubts there. Big news, oh look, they're sitting apart right now. Big news is these two, which are Kelly and the new guy, Sparky. I saw him feeding her recently, and she has started doing that flying in place thing that hens do when they decide that they found their nest. The ones that don't seem to be going anywhere, big surprise, Frost and Cinnamon. They're clearly pals. I see Frost kind of sidling up to her. Cinnamon peeks into that nest box sometimes, but I'm just not seeing a lot that looks convincing. Keep your fingers crossed. And of course I have my two little cockatiels here. Clearly they have their minds made up. Okay, that's the breeding update.